The gentlewoman from Florida, Ms. Cammack, is recognized for 60 minutes as the designee of the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and to include extraneous material on the subject of my special order.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As National Police Week gets underway and we prepare for the coming days of solemn tributes and remembrances of our brave men and women in blue and green, here in our nation's capital and across the country, it's more important than ever that we stand here united as House Republicans and share our appreciation for all that our heroes do every single day to keep us safe. National Police Week is a time to remember and honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our safety and security, and to express our gratitude and support to those who continue to serve and protect our communities across the country. As the proud representative of Florida's 3rd Congressional District and the wife of a first responder, I have witnessed firsthand the courage and dedication of our local law enforcement officers. They are the ones who respond to emergencies, prevent crimes, and uphold the law in our communities. They are the ones who face danger and uncertainty every time they put on their uniform. They are the ones that leave their families behind, not knowing if they will return home safely. And like so many spouses, when my husband puts on his SWAT medic vest for a call out, I feel that twinge of uncertainty. I hug him just a little tighter. It's a unique feeling to us, to the people who love those who serve. And of course, we all pray that our loved ones return home safely. Before my colleagues take the floor and share their appreciation for our men and women in blue and green, I briefly want to share with you some of the stories of the fallen heroes from my district in Florida who have touched our lives and our hearts with their service. In Alachua County, we remember Deputy Sheriff Kenteris Taylor, who was killed in a single vehicle crash while responding to a domestic violence call on March 12, 2020. He was only 27 years old and had served with the Alachua County Sheriff's Office for less than a year. He is survived by his fiancée, his son, his parents, and his siblings. In Gilchrist County, we remember Sergeant Noel Ramirez and Deputy Taylor Lindsay of the Gilchrist County Sheriff's Department, who were brazenly attacked and killed while on a lunch break in Trenton, Florida, on April 19th, 2018. Sergeant Ramirez had served with Gilchrist County for 7 years and is survived by his wife and 2 children. Deputy Lindsay, who was only 25, is survived by his parents and his grandparents. In Bradford County, we remember Sergeant David LaShawn Goodson, who died from complications of COVID-19 on August 18th, 2020. He was 48 years old and had served with the Bradford County Sheriff's Office for 22 years. He is survived by his wife, his daughter, his son, his mother, and his brother. In Marion County, we remember Deputy Sheriff Craig Heater Riley II, who died from complications of COVID-19 on December 16th, 2020. He was 53 and had served with Marion County Sheriff's Office for 25 years. He is survived by his wife, his 2 daughters, his son-in-law, his grandson, his parents, and his sister. And finally, just this year, we lost Deputy Nick Tilleman. He was 30 years old and had served our nation in both the Army and the Navy. He was a friend to all and known as a goofball who could keep a smile on your face. Tragically, the smiles that he so frequently donned couldn't hide the pain that he felt, and on February 15th of this year, he took his own life. It is not popular, nor is it very easy, to talk about the mental strain on our first responders, but it must be said both here on the floor of the United States House of Representatives and in departments around this country, mental health matters. Our men and women in blue and green are responding to the most violent, disturbing, and tragic scenes that not only stay with them for the rest of their lives, but force them to compartmentalize their work for the rest of their time on the force and beyond. No man or woman should have to bear that burden alone or in silence. It's well past time we prioritize mental health training and treatment for our LEOs and all of our first responders. Again, I am proud, not just as a wife to a SWAT medic, but as a representative of some of Florida's finest. We are here to honor those that have served our communities with distinction, as well as those that continue to do so. Today, you will hear the stories of many that have served, and I'm especially honored to lead this special order along with my good friend, Sheriff John Rutherford, and giving thanks for recognizing their service. These are just some of the names of the fallen heroes from our districts. There are many more who have given their lives in other counties and cities across our state and nation. Each one of them has a story to tell. Each one of them has a family to mourn. Each one of them has a legacy it is our duty to honor. We owe them a debt of gratitude that we can never repay, but we can do our best to support their families and colleagues who are left behind. We can do our best to ensure that they have the resources and equipment they need to do their job safely and effectively. We can do our best and will do our best to respect and appreciate their work and sacrifice. We can and we will stand up for our men and women in uniform in the face of attacks from those who wish to vilify our hardworking LEOs. As we mark National Police Week 2023 and welcome the thousands of law enforcement officers to our nation's capital, their nation's capital, for days of ceremonies, tributes, and important conversations, let us remember and honor the fallen heroes of law enforcement. Let us pray for their families and friends who miss them dearly, and let us thank our brothers and sisters in blue and green who carry on the mission today. We will never forget that they gave their lives for us. We will never forget their names, all 246 that were lost in the line of duty last year.